All right, with the limited daylight hours and colder temperatures, many people notice there's a shift in their moods, sometimes in ways that go far beyond just the winter blues. And to help us understand what is called seasonal depression, it's a real thing. And I was diagnosed with it years ago. Why it happens and what we can do to support ourselves and others, we say good morning to our dear friend, Dr. Tara Chalakani, CEO of Preferred Behavioral Healthcare and co host of the WellOff podcast. Always great to have you on, Doctor.
Good to see you, Ken. And what a great weather forecast to lead into this discussion.
Exactly right. It's wonderful when Mother Nature cooperates. So for people who think I just deal with it, it is a real thing. I have never considered myself a person who has mood swings or depression or anything else, but at least for the first, I'd say for 4 to 6 weeks, not the first. It's right in the middle when it gets really short in terms of daylight. I feel it, and I have a light to wake up to in the morning that I turn on the second my eyes open, and that's what helps boost my mood. So seasonal depression is an absolute real thing. Talk about that for us,
It's
please.
absolutely real, Ken. So, what we see is about 20% of the population feels the winter blues. But I think we see it more in New Jersey and in the Northeast because we're north of the equator. Our days are shorter. So, it's a little bit more prevalent than, let's say, if you're living in Key West. You're not going to really be impacted by it as much. But of those folks, 5% actually qualify for the diagnosis of seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression, which is more serious and does require treatment. So I'm glad you're bringing it up, and I'm glad you use a light because light exposure is one of the best ways to combat seasonal affective disorder or the winter blues.
And I think it might be genetic, doctor, because my father, who is now 95, in this time of year, he has a little dementia, but this time of year specifically, he uses light therapy because otherwise he can't even get to sleep at night if he doesn't do light therapy. So we have him doing it during the day, and it actually helps him not only get to sleep, but stay asleep, and it boosts his mood during the day. So there's no question. I'm 100% sold on this. It makes a difference. To me, it's like having a little cup of coffee. That's the equivalent in terms of what it does to my mood in the morning. For anyone curious, just talk to your doctor. Specifically, go to I would say a mental health specialist, right, who can
Mhm. Of
prescribe that
course.
because it's not just any light. You can't just turn on a light. This is a specific frequency of light that you put
That's
on. You
right.
have to do it the minute you wake up. So, but not everybody will have the diagnosis, right? Some people just feel a little winter blue and whatever. So, how do you know where the line is drawn?
So the biggest red flag that we need to be mindful of is if you already have a pre-existing mental health disorder. So if you suffer with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, whether presently or historically, that's really the first red flag, like I said. So that's what you need to watch out for and prepare for. So if you know you're already predisposed, you need to be mindful. And the other piece is what we can't control. It's where we live. It's living north of the equator, it's shorter days, it's cloudier days, and those are things we can't control. But to combat it, to prevent it, to be aware, number one, you need to know yourself and know what your history is, what your personality is, how you deal in the winter typically. And the two biggies for everything, Ken, is diet and exercise. Really eating a healthy diet, making sure you move your body, getting enough rest. I mean, those are the three biggies that really can cure anything, if they're done well and in moderation. But getting exposure to light, whether artificial, like you said, prescribed by a physician or a mental health provider, or just getting outside. There's UVA, UVB rays outside, even though the sun isn't shining, even if you go out for 5 minutes on your lunch break or, walk
Yeah.
around the block, take your dog for a walk. It is brutal sometimes with the cold, but that little bit of light, even for 5 minutes, can help.
And by the way, and we're only about 30 seconds left, but even in Florida, the days are significantly shorter, even though they have bright sunshine during the day. So I know people who suffer from it in Florida. So it exists everywhere. What's your old
Yeah.
website for more information, doctor?
We are preferredbehavioralhealth.org. We're here to help all of New Jersey, whether it's seasonal affective disorder or any other mental health disorder. We're here to support you.
And yes, and do not fear reaching out. It's the best thing you can do. Dr. Tara Chalakani, CEO of Preferred Behavioral Healthcare, co-host of the WellOff podcast. We always love when you come on. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you, Ken.
Thank you, doctor. Love having her on.